Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a review for you of a niche French fragrance brand called Maison Matine. I have samples of all their fragrances here, so I'm going to be testing them out for you, giving you my first impressions. If you're new here, then hello, welcome. We are all about perfumes. I have hundreds and hundreds of videos just like this, going through niche fragrance brands, designer brands, celebrity brands, the whole spectrum of the perfume world. So if you're a perfume fan like me, then do check them out. And if you're a regular viewer, do check to see if you're subscribed. You can turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. And down below in the description box, you can find links to my blog, to sign up to my newsletter, to pre-order my fragrances coming out in a couple of months, and the links to where you can buy all these fragrances. Cool, so Maison Matine is a fairly new fragrance brand. They started in 2019. They were started by two people, Marie and Arthur, and the idea is that they wanted to create a really inclusive brand. And the idea is that these are quite modern collaborations between designers who decorate the bottles and perfumers as well. On their website, they talk about no more opulence and sexism, now it's time for simplicity and diversity. Free and cheeky, we address a generation in search of independence and creativity, and all their products are limited edition, representing a world in motion. As we know, change is the new normal. Cool, so they also have lots of good sustainable credentials. They're made in France and they use wheat alcohol, which is gathered through organic farming. And the packaging is relatively simple. They're using recycled paper, cardboard. There's no cellophane. So this first one that I have here, this one's called Avant l'orage, and that translates from French to before the storm. The artist has designed a really interesting night sky with moons and stars. You guys know I love moons and stars. And then we've got this lady's hand with these really interesting graphic designs on it and an eye in the middle. So what does it smell like? This is actually a vanilla fragrance. All the fragrances are unisex, but I think this is a good example of a unisex vanilla fragrance. It has an ambery undertone, benzoin, sandalwood, tonka bean, and even a hint of jasmine, but it definitely reminds me of the kind of thing we're seeing at the moment when we have vanilla unisex fragrances. So it's kind of warm vanilla, but it's not overly strong. It is an eau de parfum, but it's not super heavy, sickly vanilla at all. It's more like a calming, ambery vanilla. So I think this could be worn year round. I'd probably recommend it most for the autumn or the fall, because it's a bit warm, but it's not heavy enough to be a winter fragrance. It's more like a calming, soothing, ambery vanilla, which is kind of what you want in the autumn, right? So I then have the sample collection, and this is so cute. So their fragrance samples come in these. It's almost like a sweet wrapper, right? With the different designs on that are on the bottles. So first of all, we have one, Esprit de Contradiction, and this one has these sort of blue, white sailor stripes and this little yellow duck on it. Bath time. This one again, it's very unisex. You've got a mixture of like an initial fresh citrus, lemon, orange, very refreshing vibe, and then that is then complemented with a little bit more aromatic, spicy undertone, vetiver and sage, ginger, black pepper. So very refreshing, quite sharp, good for sort of waking you up in the morning. Definitely a unisex one that, you know, man and woman could share this for sure. So I definitely get the bath time theme, because it just feels like the kind of thing you'd spray right after a shower when you just want to feel really refreshed. Okay, so next, so this one's called Hazard Bazaar, and we have some leaves, some mountains, and then we have this sort of Roman figure with half his face missing. And it says, "We now dare to challenge our horizons." So this one feels quite masculine, more masculine than feminine, I'd say. It's like a fresh musk with ambroxan, a bit of pepper, but there's also a sweetness to it. There's some vanilla coming through again. This is a stronger vanilla than in the Avant one, definitely, and a more of of a masculine vanilla. Yeah, it's getting more and more vanilla-y, but in a very ambroxany way. This one feels a bit stronger as well. Like I said, they're all eau de parfum, but this one feels heavier than the previous two, because I guess it doesn't have any sort of citrus top notes. It just goes straight into an ambroxan vanilla-y vibe. It's quite unique. It's nice. I think this would be nice again on a man or a woman, but leaning to slightly more male. It's quite a serious vanilla, I'd say. So next we have this cool jungle vibe. I think this is my favorite pattern. You guys know I love cats and stuff. This one has a sort of leopard in the tree. It's called Into the Wild. Feel a deep connection with nature. So this is a green, fresh, aromatic-y scent. We've got loads of juniper berry in here and cardamom. So it feels quite exotic. Feels like going into a forest, a jungle, and you're smelling all the lush trees. I'm starting to get a hint of ginger now as well. Again, super unisex, but this is definitely a green fragrance if you're a fan of green fragrances. And cardamom, so it's a bit aromatic. Again, it feels refreshing. It definitely feels like an eau de parfum. It's not light. I noticed that it says it has a dark chocolate note in here. I don't really smell it, but I love that vibe because it kind of makes me think of the South American jungle where cocoa comes from. I'm getting spicy ginger, peppery ginger, but the main note is definitely a juniper berry with a cardamom. Yeah, very refreshing, super unisex, definitely one for green fragrance fans. And yeah, I love the design. So next we have one that comes in an all purpley color. This one has all different designs on it. We've got an ice cream, we've got like a beach ball dog. This feels very fun and sort of child friendly, I guess. It's called Poom Poom. It says embrace life to the fullest. I love this one. Really aquatic floral, orchids, peony, and you know what? It's got a kiwi note in it, and I can really actually smell the kiwi. Often fragrances say they have kiwi in it and I can't smell them. I can really smell kiwi in this for sure. That combination with the orchid note, I love orchid, peony, freesia, but it's very fresh. It doesn't have lotus in, but it almost feels like it does. The kiwi is really refreshing and it's not too sweet, it's not fruity. It's really combined very well with the floral notes. I think this is a really smart fragrance. Gosh, I think this is my new favorite one now so far. It definitely feels more spring, summer, daytime, like an aquatic-y kiwi floral. How cool is that? Very unique. Like I can't really think of anything that smells like that, like with all that kiwi. Okay, so next we have one with yellow, and we have loads of surfers on this, people with inflatables. It's called Bain de Midi. Let's feel alive, enjoy new things, it says. Bain de Midi translates to midday bath. So this is a white floral. We've got tiara flower in here, gardenia, and I would say ylang ylang is maybe the main note here. And it has a hint of coconut. So this is, I guess, summertime, hence the surfers and everything, like hot weather, hint of coconut, but loads of those tropical flowers. If you love ylang ylang, I think this is one for you. It's more towards that ylang ylang vibe. Yeah, the tiara flower, gardenia are there, but the ylang ylang is a bit more, I'd say. So this isn't overly tropical. You could definitely wear that any time of year. It doesn't have to be summer, because ylang ylang is quite a warm floral. It's not like super tropical. Okay, next we have one with a blue design. Okay, and this one has like an asteroid falling to Earth, a planet on fire, a lady or man, I'm not sure, with 4 eyes, and their hair on fire, holding a house in their hand and a dinosaur. So there you go. It's called Lost in Translation, okay, and it says all landmarks disappear. So this is one of the more heavier ones. This feels a bit more autumn winter. It's got an ebony wood in it. We've got some juniper berries here again, a bit green, a hint of violet and a sort of pepperiness, but really it's that ebony wood that's really coming through, like a green peppery ebony wood. Probably leaning more masculine, I'd say, this one, than feminine, and definitely more warmer autumnal winter vibes. Okay, our penultimate one here is a sort of peach beige colour. It's called Wani Wani, and we have a lady looking very cool here with sunglasses on, just chilling. It says, our world is an open playground. Orange Blossom. You guys know I love Orange Blossom. This has got a green Orange Blossom. It's got a tea leaf note in here and some cardamom as well. So a little bit of aromatic spice to the green Orange Blossom. Orange Blossom smells quite orangey, white floral orangey. I love Orange Blossom. It comes from the bitter orange tree. I have an article on my blog that goes through the best Orange Blossom perfumes and how it's harvested and used in perfume. Check that out. Yeah, this is a lovely Orange Blossom one. Okay, our last one has like a sort of baby pink colour. Ooh, and it has a scarab beetle on. Scarab beetles freak me out ever since watching the Mummy film, you know, about ancient Egypt. They freak me out. So this one is called Nature Insolente, and it translates to Nature Takes Back Its Rights. Ooh, this is a super orangey fresh mint. Think minty mojito. It smells like mojito, an orange mojito. That works really well. Really orangey, like the zest of an orange, like really sharp, warm orangey, but then the mint works perfectly. They're combining. This is very refreshing. This would be perfect for a humid day, a summer day when you want something super, super fresh. I love mint in perfumes. I think it works really well for like a refreshing fragrance. And I love orange as well. So this is definitely one of my favorites. There's a lemoniness coming through as well, like that lemon zest as well. Really refreshing. I like that one a lot. It doesn't smell like scarab beetles, whatever that smells like. Cool, so that's the whole range. I think that one is one of my favorites, like the Orange Blossom one called Wani Wani. I also liked Poom Poom as well with that kiwi and orchid. I thought that was really unique. Some really interesting ones, really fun to try the Discovery collection as well. Let me know guys if you have tried this brand out. They're available at some department stores. I'll leave the links to where they're available all down below as well. But yeah, really fun brand, really fun to try out with you guys. So yeah, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.